Hey, my favorite third graders, how are you? I hope that your assignment went smoothly yesterday, that y'all were cooperative with your parents, and that you knew the answers and didn't have too tough of a time getting through it. Okay, what we're going to do today is we are in our Voyages textbook again, and we are on pages 148 and 149. We are going to be going over the words to, and to. So the first two is T-O. The next two that we'll review is T-O-O, and the last one is T-W-O. So let's talk about these words, okay? T-O means in the direction of or until. So I go to the store. I do homework from 3 to 4 o'clock, okay? So if I go to the store, I'm going in the direction of the store. And if I do homework from 2 to 4 o'clock, then that means I'm doing homework from 2 o'clock until 4 o'clock. So if you can substitute those two words, then you will know that, or those two situations, then you will know that you will use the word to as in T-O. All right, our next example is T-O-O. T-O-O means also or more than enough. All right, so I went to the movies too. I went to the movies also. Yep, that works. That's T-O-O. I play basketball too. So can I say I play basketball also? Yes, I can. So I would be using to-o-o for that sentence as well. The other example is more than enough, okay? More than enough. They had too many presents at Christmas. They had more than enough presents at Christmas. So that would mean I would use the word to-o-o in that example as well. Our third way to use the word to is T-W-O. This is referencing the number 2. I have 2 friends. I have 2 baseballs, okay, or 2 baseball games. In the case of using numbers, that would be T-W-O. So let's look at the examples in the book that they provided. Chickadees come to the bird feeder from dawn to dusk. So chickadees come to the bird feeder. That is using the example of in direction of, and then from dusk to dawn is using the example of until. So they come to the feeder from dusk until dawn. Okay, so in both of those instances, we would use the word T-O for to. The next example in the book is squirrels come to. They eat way too much seed. All right, that's T-O-O in both of those examples. So squirrels come to, you can replace with the word also. If you can replace the word to with also, then you will always use T-O-O. All right, the next example using T-O-O is when you're referencing more than enough. All right, the example here, they eat way too much food. All right, they eat more than enough food. That also makes sense, so you would use T-O-O. Our last to is T-W-O, and this is referencing the number. Yesterday, I saw 2 blue jays. T-W-O, that is using a number. Now, let's look through these 2 examples. They have A, B, and C. All right, bees fly to the hive. Where do they fly? They fly in the direction of the hive, so that would be T-O, to. B, the example B. There are 2 kinds of bees, social bees and solitary bees. We would use T-W-O because we're talking about a number. The next, sometimes a hive has too many bees. This is referencing that they have more than enough, so that would be T-O-O. Okay, so we're going to go through exercises 1, 2, and 3 to discuss the answers for more clarification if you need it. All right, so let's look at exercise 1. Exercise 1, and I'm going to try and remember the correct directions this time. Choose the word from the word box for each definition. So we have to, T-O, to, T-O-O, and then the final 2, T-W-O. All right, so in the direction of, if it's in the direction of, we would use T-O. I'm going to go over the next example. More than enough. If it's more than enough, then I would use T-O-O. All right? I'm going to leave the rest for you to do on your own. Next, let's look at exercise 2. All right? Exercise 2. You will choose the word that correctly completes each sentence. You do not have to write the sentence because the directions did not instruct you to do so. So all you will have to do is write down the answer. Again, don't forget to label with page numbers and exercises. And at the top of all of your pages, please make sure that you put your name, number, and date, okay? I'm going to be receiving your assignments, and I need to know who to give credit to. So, all right, number 1. Chris and I went to the park. We went in the direction of the park, so that would be what? It would be TO. The next example, number 2. That would be number 2, TWO, okay? So we saw butterflies and we saw bees too. Can I say we saw bees also? Does that make sense? Yes, it does. So in that example, we will use TOO. Okay? So moving on to exercise 3. Complete each sentence with to, or to. So that would be TO, TOO, or TWO. We will complete the sentence with those choices. Number 1, there are 2 groups of honeybees in a hive, worker bees and drones, as well as a queen. We're talking about a number. So that would be TWO. Number 2, worker bees leave the hive and fly to flowers. That is going in the direction of, so that would be TO. All right, I'll do number 4 with you. If there are too many bees, the queen stops laying eggs. So that is using more than enough. So that would be TOO. All right, I hope you got it. I hope you understood. Just to make sure, we're going to reinforce, and we're going to do workbook page 97, and I'm going to go over one of an example for each one there as well. But just like I always tell you, whatever we're doing in our textbook, we are reinforcing those skills in your workbook, and there will be similar, if not the exact same exercises that kind of match up with what you did in the textbook. Sometimes they are different. Let's look at number 1. Circle the word that correctly completes each sentence. All right, I sent a letter to my pen pal. Who did I send it to? I sent it to my pen pal in the direction of my pen pal, so that would be TO. All right, let's look at the next set of activities, the next activity. Write to, or to complete each sentence. Number 7, I have 2 pets. That is referring to the number 2, so that would be TWO. Now, the final section on this page says rewrite each sentence correctly. All right? I'm not going to give you any of these answers because you only have 3. But take note. It says rewrite each sentence. So in this section, please do not put the word to down. Only the word to. You need to write the complete sentence with the correct usage of to. All right? So if you have any questions, please leave them below and I will check and answer them as soon as I see them. And good luck. I know you'll do great. All right, bye.